Fox Sports 1380. Jose Exotic hanging out with you today. Got my guy, Andrew J. Polk. I wanted to try to do the whole show with the mustache. That ain't going to happen. It just keeps coming off. And, like, I knew that, too. That's, like, I put this on, like, within the last 10 minutes. Like the whole get-up, I put it on within the last 10 minutes of the of your show because I didn't want to distract you as I walked by in this ridiculous get-up that I've got on right now. But you know what? I'm having a good time. I hope everyone else out there is having a good time as well. Like I said, I got my guy, Andrew J. Polk, hanging out. It is the eve before Halloween. All Hallows Eve, right? Is that what they call it? The Eve. Okay. So we've got more Eves than Rough Riders. If you are of a certain demographic, you understand what I'm saying. If you are not, feel bad for you. I am right now in the process of getting the watch party and all that good stuff up. I am just about to do that. I apologize sincerely for how long this has been taking me, but hey, technology, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to put up a watch party anyway because that's the way Facebook has been treating me.
I'm about to say, yeah, they get real rough with you sometimes.
I may have earned. I have to look in the camera.
Oh no! Did you do something?
No. Like I look in the camera at this, and this is just ridiculous.
It is absolutely.
But it is a tipping point on my Tipping Fox Sports 1380. I'm going to ask you the question out there. Let everybody marinate on this. If you lost $1 million, how would you feel? Secondly, is candy corn an actual candy? Is it good? Is it bad?
It's a biblical plague, but
and then, of course, what is the best candy out there?
Ooh.
Like the best Halloween candy. I have I got a couple of bags of some stuff, but I didn't completely pig out. I got a whole bunch of stuff right here: Skittles, Starburst, all that good stuff, right? Andrew, out of all of the candies that are out there, what is your favorite?
It depends on the mood, man. There's never one like I always want this. Like it's hard to go wrong with your slightly upgraded candy bar, like chocolate bar, like a Crunch bar. Sometimes satisfies, but sometimes I want a little bit more going on there, like a Snickers. Like it's like saying what's the best alcohol. You want different things sometimes.
V Nightingale saying candy corn with a lot of exclamation point. I'm wondering, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I feel that could be bad.
Maybe it sounds like they're kind of excited, frankly.
Like my wig is on point though, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like most people out there, if you've seen what it is that we were doing, you know what it is that I'm doing. V Nightingale saying tamarindo.
Tamarindo, yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like getting some of the Mexican candies going on.
They actually have like a really good Mexican candy that's like the little bottle or like the little mugs of beer. I can't remember exactly what it is.
Okay.
But that was like one of my favorite things as I was a little kid. Sarah Beltray saying candy corn is awesome. Destiny agreeing with her.
Wait,
candy corn is delicious.
I need to reevaluate parts of my life right now.
V Nightingale coming out with the tamarind. Now, like I don't necessarily associate those with Halloween though.
Yeah, like that's just kind of like a constant living in this region kind of thing, in my opinion. I mean, we got tamarind soda. Crying out loud. But
do we? I'm surprised you haven't brought that in because I didn't know that was a thing, and you like to bring in random stuff.
Thing. Like I didn't think I had to tell you about that.
I just normally get like the yellow Jarritos or the orange one. Like I don't know what flavors they are. I just know them by color because I'm from the hood like that. V Nightingale saying that it's because she's in Colorado. So okay, then you are excused, I guess, because like I said, I didn't think that was a thing. Since she's up in Colorado, I guess it's a little more rare. Ruben Venzor saying the best is Reese's, the worst is people who give you fruit or popcorn. Like those tins that have the popcorn in are the absolute worst.
Okay, they used to be great. Now that's horrific. Like you get it for like $10. Like it was a deal and it was decorative, and now they're like ridiculously overpriced. So yeah, no.
Dee Morales saying that Dana Morales rather saying that she loves our costumes. Sarah Beltray also going on and saying also those peanut butter taffy candies for Halloween are so good. What are the peanut butter taffy candies?
I'm not sure.
You're normally the oldest person on this show. I think Sarah has just usurped you. Like you have been knocked off your throne by far.
Yeah. I no longer qualify for Social Security.
Destiny's saying that the autumn mix is even better than just candy corn. It has candy corn with a chocolate base and pumpkins. It's not a thing for me.
I get pumpkined out real quick during the season too.
Yeah.
Like I'm like trying to get anything. Like I usually use coffee creamer, right? And it's like a battle. It's like the 300 versus the pumpkin spice coffee creamers that overwhelm the grocery store during this season.
So Augustine Pimentel asking thoughts on ET's favorite candy, Reese's Pieces. I think it's awesome. Is that ET's favorite candy, Reese's Pieces?
I mean, that was the major product placement in that movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love Reese's Pieces. Like anything Reese's. Like I'm surprised I have not devoured this entire because they got like the tiny ones, man.
Ooh, yeah.
You just pop those in. Like you don't even have to chew. You can just swallow it like a duck.
Straight through you.
I'm surprised I haven't like just gone through this whole thing right now. Augustine's saying that he also feels that we should have Mazapán water as well.
I'd be down with it.
So you're down with the Mazapán water?
I mean, they're doing. I think the same place we talked about last time. They're doing like a hot version now. They're doing like a latte.
Sarah Beltre is saying they come wrapped in orange and black wax paper. Those are things. Those are disgusting.
Yeah, that is some like old person status. Like it's next to the Werther's original right up there.
That's also up there. Like for me, as far as like gross things go, with like Peeps and those little like candied peanut things, like those orange peanuts that are like yay big, like roughly 2 inches or so.
Oh, look, the circus peanuts or something like that.
Yeah, those are all disgusting. Like
I don't know why
absolutely
those
disgusting.
Exist. But then again, Necco wafers exist, so maybe we just live in the hellscape.
Yeah, there you go as well. Dana Morales also saying we always get a lot of jawbreakers. They are okay, but not her fave. And then replying to Sarah that those candies of hers are bad. you know it's bad when someone actually replies in the comments to you with simply, "Oh yeah, those are bad."
I feel like I have optimism for them. Like every time I see them, I'll try it like once, and then I'll be like, "Oh right, that's why I don't eat these."
Augustine saying thoughts on Cracker Jacks. Blanca saying trick or treat. I think I'm always going to go with treat just because I don't know what tricks are going to be out there, man.
Trick, it's fire spiders.
Yeah. What was that? Like lava lantula or something like that? Like it's going to be that Sharknado. Like that's what 2020 would bring us. All of that. Like there would be dragons soaring if I said trick. Like it would be that simple. So what are your thoughts on Cracker Jack? Because to me, I know it's going to sound like sacrilege being a sports guy. Overrated.
There's a lot better caramel corn out there. Like I get it. It's historic. It's in the like original song of baseball. But like maybe if I liked it at some point, I've definitely gotten over it now.
That's what I kind of feel like everyone is. Like maybe you liked it as a kid because of the song with baseball.
Yeah, it was
fun. Like buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Personally, out of those ones, I will take honey roasted peanuts any day of the week.
Absolutely.
Any day of the week. Sergio Robeli saying, if I knew Andrew was going to be a banana, I would have dusted off my old banana costume and we could have done the peanut butter jelly time together.
Fantastic. We still need to do that.
I am 100% about that. Ruben Venzor saying Cracker Jacks break teeth.
That's true because they got that nut part in there that's always like made out of like solid metal. Is how hard it is.
Yeah, that's what it's tungsten.
Exactly.
Exactly what it is. Augustine also replying to Sergio because of course he would. Sergio, that sounded dirty, cochino. So like now we know where Augustine is whenever he's thinking about the peanut butter jelly time. Sarah Beltre saying that those candies she was referring to, those old wax papered candies, are like peanut butter flavored. Apparently, I love peanut butter, but these peanut butter flavored candies of hers that come in the black and orange ring are so good, and I should not knock Peeps. Where do you stand on Peeps?
Again, I feel kind of like Cracker Jacks about it. I might have liked them at one point. I might like delude myself whenever they come back into stores seasonally, like, oh, right, Peeps, those are fun. And then I'm like, oh, right, Peeps.
She also goes on to say if they are new and fresh, but I think they wind up being old and gross sometimes. I'm guessing that's the Cracker Jacks, but or
those candies.
Or literally anything, to be honest with you. I love like chocolates, but like I don't eat a lot of chocolates. I don't eat a whole lot of candy. The reason why I got so thick with 2 C's is because of a lot of soda, a lot of beer, and I guess whiskey. Like whiskey might be able to do it too.
Liquid calories, baby.
Blanca hitting me right in the heart with this one because I agree with her 100%. Anything that's licorice is gross too. Licorice is absolutely disgusting. If you like licorice, you are also equally as disgusting.
Yeah, there's an FDA warning out there about black licorice. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just gross.
I don't know who's the person that goes out there and sneaks those out. Like it's the same thing with like the black jelly beans. Like they're gross.
I don't know. Like I mean, maybe it's one of those like cilantro parsley things. Like it tastes different to like a subset of the population. I don't know. Of course, Augustine coming in.
Augustine being the person that says black licorice is amazing, and then Blanca coming off the top rope saying, let's glue their elbows together if they like licorice, Mike.
That's got to be on a t-shirt.
Augustine, guess what's going to happen to you whenever I see you, buddy? Because you like the black licorice, putting it back up there so everyone sees it, you're getting your elbows glued together.
Super soaker filled with crazy glue.
It is that damn way. Sarah Beltre saying, I get black licorice. Does she? Does she?
Yeah, she does. And we have this debate every time that, you know that's like a joke that was played on us, right? It's like Vegemite.
Sergio Robles saying that Reese's Pieces are awesome. And Augustine saying Peeps are just concentrated sugar squares. I don't like marshmallow. And I don't
I'll disagree with you there, but that takes it to like a different weird level.
See, and that's the way that I am, and like I just don't like the marshmallow at all. Like unless it's like a s'more maybe, and like even then I would go without the s'more.
Oh, see that? No, you can't skip that. Come on, Tim.
Augustine saying that licorice from Sprouts made from strawberries.
Okay, see, I'm mostly against the black licorice, whatever. I guess that's the actual licorice flavor. Like you're talking about like Twizzlers, I'm okay with that.
Sarah Beltre saying, for real, apparently you all hate my taste in candy.
You've been bringing the real wet farts to this one here.
Destiny agreeing with me as well. Peeps are gross too, and I do, and she likes marshmallows, so that's like an issue there. And then saying, ew, who likes that nasty stuff? Going over to licorice, I guess, and then saying that I give her crap for the candy corn. Black licorice is the worst. It is. I don't eat that. Like it is disgusting. I said it's the same as fried pickles. If you like black licorice or fried pickles, you are disgusting.
I got to disagree with you on the fried pickles there, Tim. I guess you never had the right ones. Okay, here's the only real way I like having Peeps is when they're used in the Washington Post diorama contest that happens every year. You could make like a news situation and you recreate it with Peeps. My favorite one was one of the years back when I was talking about that, whatever that elected official was that had the wide stance in the urinal. They recreated that with Peeps.
I will say this. You have once again reclaimed your throne as the oldest person on the show or associated at all with the show. And my father is 90. So there you go. Like any reference to the Washington Post, sweet reference, bro. Dan Arnell saying Reese's and Snickers all day. To me, I said this the other day. Snickers, hands down, the best chocolate bar out there. Hands down. Destiny's saying that the fried pickles are delicious as well. Fried pickles are gross.
Agreed with Destiny.
They are absolutely gross and disgusting. Dan Arnell is also saying any Mexican candy will do. I kind of agree with that as well.
Sometimes my mouth has been on fire, but there hasn't been one that I haven't liked.
Blanca saying with chocolate, she would have to go with Snickers and Hershey's Kisses. I like the Hershey's Kisses that come out like Christmas time, the ones that are wrapped simply because I'm a very simple man, and anything that's like not normal, like it looks like a zebra basically. I feel like I'm eating baby zebras, which that came out extremely bad.
Yeah, that's particularly given what you're wearing right now.
Read the room, Tim. Read the room as I pop my own earbud out of my own ear, leaning back too far. Sarah Beltre saying that I need to tell you to bring some candy corn and fried pickles.
I will bring the fried pickles. Ain't no candy corn coming in. Nah.
Destiny also calling me out saying that I have eaten fried pickles. Not many, but I have eaten them. I have to try and placate to you, the fans out there, because of the fact that I will die on this hill. Fried pickles are disgusting, and the people that like them are equally as disgusting. And Augustine agreeing with us on this one, the worst candy ever are the circus peanuts.
I don't think I've ever actually intentionally eaten those.
I think I did as a kid because my parents had that type of stuff because they are ancient and of course like the loose ribbon candy and all that nonsense.
Oh, okay. I had that at my grandma's house.
Yeah. I'm going to let everyone think about this before we go to the break here. And as we get to the break here, Augustine asking, what are our thoughts on Tootsie Rolls? So let's think about that during the break. Like, are Tootsie Rolls good? Are Tootsie Rolls bad? I've got some opinions on this, on the Tootsie Roll thing here, out of all of the stuff that we could have thought about. So whenever we come back here on the Tipping Point with my Tipping Fox Sports 1380, who knows? We might talk about the horrible Thursday night football game we all had to suffer through yesterday, or we can talk more about candy. I think we're leaning more towards candy on Fox Sports 1380. My fake mustache got caught in my other headphones.
It's just sabotaging you left and right. We ain't got the budget to do outfits like this every show.
I was about to say, man, like she's like, you guys should do outfits every show. I don't know about all that. Dan Ornell saying avocado fries are great. Look at that, man. I just started talking, it already came off.
I don't know why you bothered, frankly.
Because like I'm a masochist. It came with the costume, and I was like, hey, let's do it. And I should have known better. Because I'm not going to shave completely down, dude.
Nah, good.
Augustine, I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'm going to take it as one. Saying that this show is the Necco Wafers of radio. Necco Wafers of radio.
That is an incredibly dated reference that you would be mad about.
So it's what are Necco Wafers?
Original candies.
Oh wow! And of course, Augustine, just digging that hole of him being old as all hell. The I Dream of Jeannie references, and now Necco Wafers.
Yeah.
Blanca saying that she loves Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls all day. We're going to talk about this whenever we come back. What's that?
I'm fine with them, but I don't seek them out. I'll say that.
I don't think anyone really does anymore. Like as a kid, they did, and like I used to get them out of the wrapper and like squish them and then eat them like that. I still actually squish Skittles. I don't know why. Like I just squish the Skittles and then I eat it. I'm a weird guy. Very complicated.
Anyone who watches this show knows that, Tim.
with my green milk. Avocado fries, though. Have you ever had avocado fries?
I don't think I've actually had. Like, I've seen the idea of them. I think I maybe tried. I know I haven't actually attempted them myself, but I mean, makes sense. Why not?
I'm glad I'm not alone in this, and I hope that there's other people out there as well that squish the Skittles before they eat them. Blanca saying, on God, she squishes Skittles as well. I do the same with like Starburst too. Like basically any candy that's not a chocolate, because like it's very rare that I eat like a whole bunch of candies and stuff, man. So like I'll get the Starburst and like I'll squeeze the corners into like little circles and I'll kind of like play with them and stuff like that. I'm a weird man.
All right, coming back.
All right, we're coming back. It is the tipping point of my Tipping Fox Sports 1380 on this pre-Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve. The question before we went to break here on the sports show that this is was, what are our thoughts on Tootsie Rolls? Blanca saying that she loves Tootsie Rolls. She can eat a whole bag of them in one sitting. I don't know about that. Dana Morales saying Tootsie Rolls are old school delicious. They aren't bad, but not the best.
Have you ever had the flavored ones? Because like they did a little bit of updating there, and those are like also fine.
I used to love Tootsie Rolls as a kid, and then like I ate some not too long. I think it was like last Halloween. Like I ate like one, and I thought to myself, "What on God's green earth was I thinking with these things, man?"
Like we go through a lot of things as kids.
Yeah, but like you're changing. I don't know if your like taste changes that much over time.
It does. Okay, do you remember ever having Warheads as a kid?
Yes, and I still love them.
But have you had them recently?
No, and I'm sure that they changed like the way that they make them and stuff like that.
It's about the same, but they're not much like sour is that much more intense than little kids apparently.
There's a battle for the throne of the oldest person on this show, and it happens to be you and Sarah.
It does indeed.
Sarah saying that she worked in the candy store where Necco wafers were invented, and she can make ribbon candy. I need I'm gonna make a charge towards that throne. I want some good old fashioned ribbon candy. Although I'm not a fan, and like I feel like it's the exact same thing. I'm not a fan of like candy canes.
No, that's fair. It is different. I mean, they're similar in construction, but very different in the form they come out in. Something we regularly do around the holidays is making apple cider caramels.
Ruben Venzor saying that those orange, red, and blue Tootsie Rolls were the ish. They were, man.
Now that I'm thinking more about them, I'm like, you know what? I could go for some of those right now.
And Dana Morale's going to where I like I am, because even still as a grown adult, I will seek these out. Tootsie Pops. That is the only way that a Tootsie Roll is delicious, is whenever it's encased in like a Tootsie Pop.
I will say that's probably the best way, that you can get a Tootsie Roll. I'll agree with you there.
And Ruben Venzor also mentioned Smarties. I do like Smarties. They're like the little ones that come in that little like.
Yeah, but then there's also the other one that was little like chocolate covered candies. I think that's the Canadian version. They're called the same thing though. They sometimes show up around here.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to step up my Smarties game and try to figure out everything that's going on with like their candy game over there as well. I'm surprised by the absence of Sweet Tarts.
Oh yeah, that's a sleeper as well. Which we'll get into this. The non-chocolatey, the kind of fruity option here.
See, and then like today I went to Walgreens. I was gonna go over to Family Dollar, but it was just absolutely packed, obvious reason. And I went and I got like a little bag of candy. I was kind of surprised with these things. I am a surprisingly I do somewhat like Milk Duds. I love Whoppers.
Really?
Whoppers are like amazing. And once again, like an old person reference here with the Whoppers. But the one thing that I was really disappointed with this bag of candy that I got, because like it has like Reese's Cups and Kit Kats and Starburst and all that stuff. It came with Heath bars. Who on God's green earth eats Heath bars?
I'm not even sure what the heck is in a Heath bar. What does it say?
That is a fantastic question. It is milk chocolate English toffee bar. I've never been a big fan of like a whole bunch of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Like now I want you to try one.
I can't remember that if I've had like a Heath bar.
Well, if you can't, you got a shot of doing one right now.
Here we go.
So during the break, Andrew will eat those as well. Sarah saying that she loves Heath bars.
It hasn't come around lately, apparently.
And then going on and saying that it's made out of the toffee and all that. Dana Morales also loves Heath bars.
Apparently we've got a Heath bar subset of the audience.
I was about to say, I didn't realize Heath bars would be the hot topic going forward today. Blanca saying that they kind of taste like Werther's Original, but with chocolate. I do kind of like Werther's Original, but like once again, it's a really old person's candy. It's delicious, but it's a really old person's candy.
It absolutely, If it's something that you can imagine it being on your Nana's candy jar, it's absolutely an old person candy.
I will never understand how people wear wigs.
Well, you ain't got the weave going on, Tip.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is that.
Okay, do you have the wig cap on?
No,
that's a game changer.
No, I don't. Like I'm bald, so I don't feel like I would need a wig.
That's what a wig cap is for. It keeps you there and keeps it from being snatched.
Well, it's not like it is nice and tight on my head. It's just that like there's so much hair and it's like obvious fake hair. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how people wear these things on a regular basis.
I mean, Dolly's pulled it off for her whole career.
there's a lot of dollies out there that have done that. So
exactly.
I'm asking if we like butterscotch. What what would be a butterscotch? Like are those ones that came in like the little yellow wrapper, like that cellophane yellow wrapper?
It's like adjacent to a Werther's, right?
Yeah, Destiny's saying that butterscotch is an old person's candy.
Yeah, she is.
but like, because I do kind of feel like it is. Like I feel like it would be in that bowl at grandma's house, or in my case at mom and dad's house, where it's just kind of sitting there.
Along with we talked about the other day, the little strawberry candies and the little strawberry wrapper.
I love those, man.
I still like them, but you never see them except in those
I'm
circumstances.
about to say, like, maybe that's what it is. Once we become of a certain age, those will be the candies that we just find regularly because they're not overly exciting. Like the
Boxes
candies
just show up at your house, being like, "Here's your supply."
Whenever you reach that age, like AARP just sends it over to you. Like,
We heard you were out. Yeah.
Oh, you only got down to having 5 packages of them? Here you go. Here's more. Well, like that's what that comes down to, man. So like that's been the case right now, what we're talking about with all of the candies and stuff like that. V Nightingale saying that she also loves those strawberry candies.
It's
gotta be a place we could find those.
I don't know where the heck to get them, but I'm always like, ooh, look, ooh, piece of candy.
Dan Ornella saying that Milton Hershey was a G, a capital G. Yeah.
So here, okay, dating myself again, but the crazy thing was the original Hershey's bars, they used to get bigger and smaller in size depending on the cost of chocolate. So depending, like, it would all be the same cost, but sometimes you get less chocolate because that was just a crazy business model he did. So yeah, he was an innovative dude.
Sarah Beltray might have given us a game changer here, saying that she has those strawberry candies at work and they have them at Dollar Tree.
Oh, that's a problem.
There might be a sponsorship working out here as far as Dollar Tree goes. Sergio Robles saying, just load me up on different chocolates, Kit Kat, Snickers, Twix, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and chocolate cups as well. Ruben Benzor saying, this conversation just gave me diabetes.
Yes, sir.
It kind of feels like it's going that way.
Diabetes.
Andy Reid is like there's a sensor going off in Andy Reid's head right now. His mustache is tickling. The walrus might come breaking this door like the Kool-Aid man. That's gonna be that'll 100% be Andy Reid as well. Dana Morale saying Laffy Taffy, she hates those. They taste nasty.
I gotta disagree with you there. You ever had you got the little ones? So you ever have the big ones that had like the little other watermelon candies in them?
I think of Laffy Taffies, and no, I haven't had those, but I think of Laffy Taffies kind of in the same breath as certain Starbursts. Like the yellow Starburst is gross.
Well,
the orange Starburst is gross. I love the color orange. The orange Starburst is gross.
Or Airheads.
See, I like Airheads. For the most part, I like Airheads.
In taffy space in general.
Blanca saying that the banana Laffy Taffies are the best.
Hell
yes. Jessica Float is saying that she's liking the wig. It matches perfectly. It's not a wig. I actually grew my hair out. It's crazy how that happened overnight.
I know. It's it's sprung out there. Someone got injured.
But I do love the some Laffy Taffies. But she's right. There's some of them that are just absolutely gross, man. And it's like a minefield because you pick out those great ones. And then out of nowhere, because you've already got all the good ones, you're just left with all the horrible ones. And you don't want them to go to waste.
I'll say you gotta respect the order. You can't be jumping around. You gotta go through the pack beginning to end. Otherwise, you set yourself up for disappointment.
See, I do that, but I'm talking about just loose. What do you do with the little Starburst as I move over this way? Whenever it's just the two like this.
You take what you get.
You take what you get. Jennifer Gonzalez saying, "Ooh, look at you." And this thing is hot, man. I didn't realize it would be this hot.
That's a lot of hair up there, Tip. You haven't had that in a while.
I was going to say, yeah, no, your boy started going bald a long time ago, man. So this wig might come off in the third segment. I'm just going to say that right now.
There you go.
So, yeah, those are the things. But, you've never bounced around with, the Starburst? Because normally what I'll do is, I'll get, the tubes of them or whatever they are.
Exactly, yeah.
And then, I'll open them up and just kind of, leave them there, in a bowl.
No, see, again, you got to respect the pack. If you want to do that, they've got you now because you can get the all pink packs.
Oh yeah, see, that's a game changer, man.
It absolutely is. And for someone you hate, the all yellow pack.
But for me, the pink was not even the best Starburst. It's that purple one. It's like a purplish red color wrapper that it comes in, and is that is the game changer. It comes the tropical.
Starburst. We're talking about your standard Starburst here. Okay.
Although I will say, if we're gonna keep it with the standard Starburst here, then yeah,
we're getting into non-standard candies here. Sour Skittles. The tongue-destroying flavor that is Sour Skittles.
I don't think I've ever had a Sour Skittle. Really? I've had Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that, but I'm not a big fan on sour unless it was Warheads.
They were approaching there. I had those more middle school, high school kind of thing, so the sour impact was deadening a little bit, but they're coated in this real hard sour sugar thing, and they will just rip up your tongue. It's great.
Oh, Dana Morales asking a loaded question here.
You mean
Pixie sticks. Where do we stand on pixie sticks?
you mean cocaine for kids?
I was about to say childhood cocaine. Yes. I used to love it as a kid, like as I think every kid did. And then I tried some not too long ago because, like, you see those things in the throwbacks and they bring up, all kinds of stuff in your mind.
One of the giant ones?
Yes.
Oh, good God.
I got like maybe just like two quick hits, and that was like, what on God's green earth were our parents feeding us?
It's right up there with like Fun Dips.
See, that's what I was going to say too. Like the Fun Dip thing, like those things are not good, man.
It's objectively bad, but yeah, it's straight crack for kids.
Dan Ornelas reminding us that Hershey's bars helped out the troops during World War II.
Tootsie Rolls too.
Yes. Blanca saying that she used to eat the whole pixie stick, the paper too. That kind of reminds me of like those wax candies.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Where it had like a little drop of whatever, and then like you open that, you drink it, and you ate it.
Soda bottles, and if you were one of those weird kids, you just put the whole thing in your mouth and chew it.
Yes. Well, like I think every single one of us has done that.
At least once. Yeah.
But I don't think I ever did that with like the paper of the pixie stick. Like I got a weird thing with like eating paper. Like I tried doing that thing. I don't know if you remember, this was a trend a while back ago while we were all young and dumb. Opening the Starburst in your mouth.
Oh yeah, they unwrap it in your mouth because that meant certain things. Wink, wink.
Yes, exactly. The same as like tying knots with cherries and all that stuff. I was never able to do that. I don't like it. Just the paper in your mouth thing to me is gross.
You're not wrong.
Whenever we come back on the tipping point of my Tipping Fall Sports 1380, maybe we talk about that horrible football game that happened yesterday. Oh, my goodness. I was sweating under there, dude.
Oh my God, it's Tip, the chemotherapy patient.
That's messed up, man.
I mean, I'm just saying the stark contrast. If someone turned away from it, they'll come back and be like, "Oh my God, Tip, are you okay?"
Dan Ornelas asking if we put our Reese's in the fridge. I don't know anyone that has.
I think I had them like out of the freezer once, and that wasn't good. I don't think I've ever had them out of the fridge once.
No, I don't think I've had that. King Trey saying that he does.
Whoa, there we go.
Yeah, King Trey saying that I'm assuming that he puts his Reese's in the fridge. Dana Morrell saying yes, and the Snickers too. Like they go in the fridge. I have never seen that.
It's not been a thing with people I know.
V Nightingale saying just get a desk fan and it'll give you the Beyonce effect. I think I could do that.
I think you pulled off.
Although I don't think a simple desk fan is in our budget here at Fox Sports 1380.
we'll go steal a leaf blower.
I did see this though. King Trey saying that he also puts the Gansacitos in as well. Those are way too sweet for me, man.
The what?
The Gansacitos. They come with that little orange package. They have like a little clown thing on them or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Blanca saying that she likes lemon heads. Like lemon heads to me are like an Easter candy, right? But like I don't like them.
I don't necessarily associate them with Easter, but it's definitely an old like person candy is how I think of it.
Dan Ornelas, like because I know that the stream is just a little behind. Came out with Gansacitos in the freezer too. Thank me later.
Oh, okay, Gancitos. Okay, now I couldn't hear you well over this connection. Now I got you.
Oh, I might have messed it up too. There we go. I'll leave the hat on for now.
It makes the effect. I mean, that's just like your regular cowboy hat right there.
I'll say, like, I felt like doing a wardrobe change and getting back into the meat slinger character. Phrasing, very important on this show.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
Blanca asking if I speak Spanish. Surprisingly, even though I was like raised here and all that stuff, I do not speak Spanish very well. I speak French and a little bit of German, but I do not speak Spanish.
Okay, that's the weird part then. Like I know people who like, yeah, I got two languages, bad English and bad Spanish, and that's it.
Destiny's saying that Gancitos are bomb, cold, or room temp. I don't like I think I had them once and it was too sweet. Like I said, I don't like a lot of sweet, man.
It's coming back.
All right. It's a feel-good Friday as we get you ready for your Halloween weekend here on the Tipping Point with my Tipton Fox Sports 1380. We've been debating candies this entire time. Gancitos, I don't know how I feel about those. I think that, like, there's a lot of these things where I feel like I need to go back and try to give them another try.
Yeah, and not exactly the same category, but you get them in the same section, and it was a Boo Boo Lubu, and that's one I would consider definitely.
I might just do that based off the name. Like, Boo Boo Lubu sounds fun to say.
It's a good name. It definitely
It's kind of the same as, like, Abba Zaba.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had an Abba Zaba.
Isn't that like one of those more regional ones, like technically?
Yeah, like they're more like up north type thing, I think.
Yeah.
The only way I think about them is from Half Baked with Dave Chappelle. He's like, Abba Zaba, you're my only friend.
That sounds about right.
Zero bars, not a big fan of zero bars.
They're fine. Like I don't have them enough to like wear off the novelty. So I'm like every time I'm seeing them, I'm like, oh, okay, a zero bar.
Well, see, like if they were able to like just have liquid Snickers bars, I would drink that.
Again, you got to get on those the frozen ice cream Snickers bars.
Well, no, and that's what I wanted to ask you about. My dude, Mike Golick Jr. over at the Mothership put up a picture of him trying the Snickers ice cream bar and the Twix ice cream bar.
Oh, they're both good.
He said hands down the Twix. I don't think I've ever had the Twix though, but like I'm afraid to try it now because I don't want it to knock off what I have on my pedestal, which is the Snickers ice cream bar.
Shatter your worldview.
Because I don't do a whole lot of ice cream bars. I don't do a bunch of that stuff. Like whenever I do go get ice cream, we'll normally go to like Cold Stone.
Oh, okay.
And I'll get that peanut butter cup perfection.
Cold Stone is the shiz, but you got to get the ice cream novelties. We more often than not have some Choco Tacos on hand.
Oh, we did have those whenever we were living in North Carolina. That was the first time that I had a Choco Taco was in North Carolina.
It's so good.
Yes, it was amazing, man.
You can get them nice and crisp, where it's still got that crunch to it. Oh, perfection.
Like I'm starting to make myself hungry with all this stuff. What are your plans going to be? And I want to know this from like everyone that's out there listening, streaming, doing all that stuff. What are your plans going to be for Halloween? Because I was listening to the radio today, and some people were talking about how their neighborhoods are open to having like just a neighborhood-wide trick or treat. And it wasn't here in El Paso. It was like a national thing. I'm assuming It was over in Connecticut. And I don't know how the surge is over there in Connecticut, but would anybody, like even up there with the numbers still slowly spiking, would you trust that?
I would not recommend that in any way, shape, or form right now. I know that you are going to be doing a cool thing with your kids with kind of like a scavenger hunt around the home, like a trick-or-treat, hide-or-seek kind of thing. And other people are going to be doing the same things, and I fully support that. Like, point was made to me that most holidays are home-based, but particularly for young kids, this is the one that isn't, that gets you out. And it's an experience. And trying to recreate that, I understand the challenge of that, but it is just not a good idea to be congregating with random people right now.
And that's like my main thing is like, because I thought about this too, of like getting like a little table, putting a bowl out there, putting the candies in like little baggies and stuff like that. And then I thought to myself, okay, well, what if I got like little hand sanitizer and I put them in there as well, and they could like sanitize before they get it, and you know, so on and so forth. But I thought about I thought about it myself and was like, I don't know if I would want my kid grabbing one of them bags. And like that's where like my whole issue with all this stuff is going forward now. Is like, okay, well, what do we do? Well, like, how do we handle this going forward? Because you're right, like this is 100% the kids' holiday. Like I know we are celebrating with our costumes right now, but this is 100% for the kids.
Absolutely, and we celebrate later on with alcohol. That's why we're adults and we get to buy that.
Oh, that's the best perk of being an adult. I say it all the time to Destiny and everybody. It's like they'll ask like, oh, well, what do you want? I'll say literally whatever the hell I want because we're adults and we get to make that decision. And nobody gets to tell us what to do anymore. Blanca saying brisket, chadro beans, rice, bonfire, drinks, and movies on the projector, and an outside chill for them.
That sounds pretty legit.
I'm going to say that does. Like, I just don't think my backyard is big enough for the movie projector right now.
Yeah.
Or at least I didn't buy a movie projector.
I'd say sick invite, but I ain't coming right now anyway.
Yeah, no. there ain't no way that any of us. Maybe you would do it on like the garage door in the front yard, and like have like a little like block party post COVID, of course.
Yeah, eventually. Like, we'll get through this eventually, but nah, right now.
I think I'm going to lose a lot of people with what I'm about to say next. Dana Morales leading me into this, saying she's going to be staying home, watching scary movies with the kiddos and snacks. She made a bag of candy for her son, and that's a great move right there.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of scary movies.
Really?
Yeah, I think too much. And my whole issue with
Okay.
this is like, okay, well, you could have done that and stopped this. Like my mind never stops. And it's always like, oh, okay, well, I figured out whoever did what super fast into these movies because it's blatantly obvious.
I mean, yeah,
that they
they're not-
slap you in the face with these things.
A little bit. Okay, did you see? This is a recent movie, so I'm taking my chance here. Did you see Knives Out?
No.
Okay, it's one of those classic kind of modern updates to a whodunit. I'd be interested in your take on that one to see if you were able to figure things out at the start from that one.
Okay, well, maybe I would. Is it like overly scary? Because that's also my thing.
It's not really scary.
Like the gory movies and stuff like that. Like that stuff I could do without. Like it's not being squeamish. It's just like, okay, you're just using that effect to try to do something. And to me, it's pointless. Like I'd rather a movie have a good plot as opposed to a bunch of like graphics and stuff.
Okay, I got one for you that'll scratch that itch. Then and it'll kind of address that. Cabin in the Woods.
That's the one with Johnny Depp, right?
No, it is not. This is the one done by the same guy who did the first Avengers movies. His name is, I'm blanking on his name at the moment, but it's kind of a breakdown and takeoff on all of the horror movie tropes from ever. And no, again, Knives Out isn't horror, but I'm saying, like, if he's thinking about overthinking things and figures it all out at the beginning, that's a good one to try that against.
Well, it's one that makes you think I might be about it.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll go with that one. Is that the one where, like, I think I've seen previews to it where it's like someone died in the house and they're trying to figure it out?
Yeah, and it's got the guy
Okay.
who played Daniel Craig is like this Southern gentleman detective coming in to figure out the situation.
Okay, so we got that. Jaime figuring it out for all of us as far as movie projectors. All you got to do is use one of my white T-shirts. It'll be big enough, but that's only if it's clean. Only if it's clean. I tend to sweat a lot. None of my white shirts ever stay white. They're all basically a dark shade of brown. In the words of Encarnacion, they're light tan.
A lighter shade of gray.
There is a reason why I say that the book that I write is wind up going to, or the title of it is going to be Some Brown Guy or 50 Shades of Brown. So, like, of course, all of my shirts just dirty and oversized. If you want to try to use it, they probably smell too. If you want to use it,
you're
you
really
can use
selling
that.
me here, Tip. Really selling me.
No,
Sign me up.
it's got my manly musk on it. Because as you all know, I'm a big, fat, disgusting guy. So there we go. Good on that one. And that's the thing that I kind of figure is going to be what everyone's doing is just basically staying home and watching movies, right?
I think that's a good plan for myself. Yeah.
What is your favorite Halloween movie? I know like Destiny and even the boys right now are absolutely loving Hocus Pocus, which I think is just absolutely the cheesiest movie of all time.
It is so cheesy, and I haven't watched that in years. I don't know if I have like a go-to. I'm frankly not a horror movie fan either. I'll be perfectly honest. I've appreciated certain ones. I like I don't know, like the recent ones like Cabin in the Woods or Get Out. But those are almost, I'm consider them more like thrillers with some like, body horror elements to it, kind of.
How do you feel about like Saw, all 800 of them?
Oh, God bless it. It's torture porn. Like, come on.
Torture porn.
That's all it is. That's straight up what it is.
So Mike Rivera would be into it then as well.
Yeah, no comment.
Whenever we like talk about like certain movies and stuff like that, like certain genres, is Halloween the only one that basically has specific like movies towards it? Because I feel like a lot of people put different movies in Christmas movies. I don't think Thanksgiving has any like holiday movies. There's no 4th of July, anything like that. Like it's got to be either Christmas or Halloween, right? Like those two.
Maybe not 4th of July as much unless you count like The Patriot. But I mean, I think that there are a couple of Thanksgiving movies, but not like a lot of them. Yeah, the major buckets there definitely going to be your Halloween and your Christmas/New Year's.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Like I've never seen it. But
it absolutely is. Like Christmas is essential to many plot points. You cannot remove Christmas from that movie.
Jaime Pinky asking a great question here, saying since he lives in New Mexico, Enter the Mountain God Casino. That's all I said. Enter the Mountain Gods Casino.
I guess if he's asking if it's open and available, I'll try to get that answer for you.
Destiny coming out saying that Thanksgiving does have a movie, the Peanuts Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, of course, but I almost don't think of that as a movie. It's because it's just always on TV during that season.
Well, it's the same as that stupid Christmas Story.
Yeah,
I can go the rest of my life and never see that movie again. Maybe we talk about the horrible Thursday night football game whenever we come back on Fox Sports 1380. Hyman's in New Mexico by about a mile.
There you go. It still counts. They won't stop you at the. They won't stop you.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in New Mexico by an inch or by a mile. New Mexico is New Mexico. That Christmas Story movie is so terrible. Everything of it, like, I don't know how it has the cult following it has.
People are weird.
Dana Morales saying that 4th of July does have movies.
I'm not saying it doesn't have any, but yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like what movies they would be.
Again, I count The Patriot for sure. And in answer to that question, check with In the Mountain Gods on their Facebook page. Pin Post says that they are open. And In the Mountain Gods and Casino Apache are open. They do have their health and safety update for you to find.
Blanca asking, what is the Christmas Story movies?
The
Christmas Story, yeah, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, there's a Christmas Story, a Christmas Carol. I mean, if it's got Christmas in the name, Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
No. She's asking about that specific movie, though.
I was just talking about it in general. So a Christmas Story, let me pull up the details here.
Okay, so like that movie to me, like I think the only scene that people take from it is the pink rabbit suit, right?
The pink rabbit suit, you'll shoot your eye out.
Okay, so you got that one as well. Destiny's saying that The Sandlot is a 4th of July movie. I don't know if it has a 4th of July scene. I wouldn't necessarily call it a 4th of July movie.
Exactly. Like my standard for a movie is if you could remove it from its time setting. Like if this movie could happen any other time and still be the same, it doesn't count as that kind of an event. It doesn't count as a holiday movie.
So how do we feel about Independence Day?
I mean, it's right in the name. But I mean, if the speeches are the cornerstone of that movie, so yes, I'm going to say it's a 4th of July movie.
Okay, so we have a singular 4th of July movie along with The Patriot, so now 2 of them.
Yes, I would agree.
Destiny's saying that The Sandlot is about baseball, and baseball is America. She's right. Off
you
the
got
top
America
rope
all
of that
year
one.
round, all I'm saying.
Derek Smith saying Ron Jeremy. I know that's your favorite actor for obvious reasons. All of us, we revere our favorite actors because of things that we don't have. So congratulations on that, Derek.
I got nothing for that one.
Fantastic actor, though.
Sure.
How gross do you have to be to enjoy Ron Jeremy?
I get it. There wasn't a lot available back in the day, but I look back on it being like, really? You did this on purpose?
There wasn't a lot available back in the day. I love that. Okay. Oh, everyone played Sandlot baseball, my guy. There we go. It is the tipping point of my tipping Fox Sports 1380. I apparently look like Ron Jeremy.
Oh, no.
I'll take it. I got a lot of chest hair. I'm a big, thick guy with 2 C's. Hey, I'm all about it, man. Want to give a shout out to everyone that's tuned in on the various streams. We got our guy, Mike Rivera, joining us here on the tipping point with Mike Tipton. We've asked the question, what is the best Halloween candy? I don't think we've had a clear-cut answer on this.
It's been pretty scattershot.
So, Andrew, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Just one.
Any full-size candy bar. Like, that was the holy grail as a kid. None of this fun size, none of this bite size. If someone was handing out full-size candy bars, doesn't matter what it is, that was the house.
That feels like a cop-out.
I'm going to call it a cop-out. Yeah. I would almost say it's benchable.
I don't know if it's benchable. We'll come back and see if he can redeem himself here in a little bit. As Mike Rivera is trying to work his technology in right now. It's technology. What would be your favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's Cups.
Reese's Cups. See, I was leaning more towards Reese's Cups. I know for a lot of people, they would have thought that I would have gone with Snickers because I always talk about Snickers.
You do.
But those Reese's cups, whenever they have like the pumpkin shape,
Mm.
because they're like holiday-ish.
And it's got a better ratio.
Dana Morales saying that she thinks that one of her kids' favorites is gum. I love gum.
I mean, gum's good, but it's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
It took a long way for me to like not chew gum all the time. Like I used to just do nothing but chew gum all the time, man.
Oral fixation, huh?
Probably. Since I'm now in the adult film industry, according to Derek Smith, that has been fixed. Thank you very much. Also saying that he thought that that's what my costume was, and that candy corn is legit. Mike Rivera, do you like candy corn?
You know my answer on this because you said it before. I'm a despicable person for liking candy corn.
So
I
didn't say despicable. I said disgusting. You were disgusting.
That's what it is. Disgusting.
And yes. Derek Smith also saying, man, talk about a sugar rush.
That's his whole damn show.
Whenever you talk about all of the stuff surrounding candy corn and things of that nature. Candy corn is just nothing but sugar, right? Like that's all it is.
That's all it is.
Is there any flavor into it?
Some people swear that the different colors have different flavors, and I don't believe that for a damn second.
I mean, it's basically high fructose corn syrup. That's all it is. In fact, a new study out saying that's actually the preferred Halloween candy of millennials.
Oh, no, I reject this.
I feel like that's a thing where like people just say that just to make other people mad.
I'll find the article.
It worked on me.
Blanca saying, "Oh wow, there's 3 of you now." Yes, yes. Flashing it back to a few weeks ago here on the tipping point of my Judge Fox Sports 1380. Sarah Beltray saying that there are some candies that are only here for Halloween.
What are the ones that are like the black wrappers and the orange wrappers that are like peanuts? That are the generic ones.
I know. Sarah said that she liked those. What are your thoughts on those?
You give me one of those, your house is getting egged.
Wow,
I was that kid.
So, like whenever I was like a teenager, Walmart would sell like paintball guns and stuff like that. They had paintball grenades.
Oh,
so you know, like, and your boy has a cannon too, man. Like I would throw that thing as far as I possibly could to make sure I would get people's houses regularly. You don't like Rolo? That's the other one that I was surprised on as well. This package had Heath bars and Rolos in it. I forgot about Rolos.
Yeah, Rolos.
English.
Whenever I find them again, I'm happy about it.
So you do like Rolos?
Yeah, I like Rolos.
You can have all the Rolos out of this package.
I like the Whoppers.
Excellent.
I'm also big on Whoppers.
I was gonna say, like, I like Whoppers. I just leave them in my mouth until they become like nothing.
The crisp.
Oh, yeah, like they just disintegrate, and like that's fantastic for me.
It's like fat guy food right there.
Oh yes, it is. I also kind of do the same. Like I'll reach into like a bowl of Reese's peanut butter puffs before like I soak it with milk. I'll just put it in my mouth and kind of just leave them there. Like it's great, man. I'm a big fat guy at heart. I will never change. Ron Jeremy and I, same guy.
Oh no.
Ron Jeremy's in big trouble right now.
Yeah, let's say it's not a great.
You don't want to be that.
Wow,
guy.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I immediately regret what it is that I said.
He had 13 new charges brought to him against him yesterday.
Yesterday. Wow, man. It goes like remind you.
So whatever those Ron Jeremy pills you see on the adult sites, you might want to steer clear of them.
Yeah, stay smooth away from them.
On the hub, whatever hub you're looking at.
Everyone's favorite hub. Derek Smith saying Twizzlers or Red Vines are also popular. Which one out of those?
Twizzlers.
I never really got Red Vines.
Which is the one that you could like peel?
That's the bullet peel, Twizzlers.
Yeah. Okay, so that one is mine.
Okay.
I do like those. The Red Vines, I'm trying to like find the difference between the Red Vines and the Twizzlers.
I just never really got the difference. Yeah.
I thought they were the same.
There's a difference in how they're shaped. Other than that, it's the same thing.
How do you feel about like licorice?
No
licorice.
Disgusting.
Wow. I agree. I think we all agree on this. The only person who didn't agree,
eat that garbage.
The only person who didn't agree was Sarah Beltray. She's the only one who was like, no, licorice is amazing.
I'll be nice. I'm not going to say anything. I've got my feelings on that.
Sarah also saying that Red Vines are better than Twizzlers. You can use them as a straw.
You can do that with Twizzlers.
I thought you could do that.
Off the ends.
I used to do that with like Kool-Aid and Twizzlers because once again I was pre-diabetic as a 5-year-old.
Yeah, because you need as much sugar as you can possibly get.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Absolutely.
probably did that at like 21.
I still do it today.
Okay, well, I mean, hey, you got that right there
That
for you,
with
man.
Dr. Pepper. Mm-mm.
Dana Morale saying Smarties. What do we think about them? They're so generic. I love Smarties. Like if you give me a bag of Smarties, like I will crush them up and snort it like cocaine.
I'm about to say it's the condensed version of Pixie Sticks.
You know that machine at Peter Piper that just does the candy like the Candy Claw?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
That's all-
the
that's all
only
you
thing
get.
you can get from it is Smarties. You never get the Tootsie Roll. You never get anything
That's
else. But
true.
you always get the Smarties.
we apparently blew Derek Smith's mind about
Right,
the Ron
yeah.
Jeremy thing here. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that as well.
Yeah, old boy's in trouble. Look it up.
2020 has been a year. Like if you
I
if you
know.
forget about small stuff, then yeah, like we understand. But I immediately rescind my my comparison to that individual from previously, whose name shall not be mentioned on the show.
No, besides
henceforth.
you look better as the Tiger King. anyway.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what the costume was. The
Jose
wig
Exotic.
the wig was getting too hot for your boy. If I wore it like this, I could be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of like you with hair. It looks good on you. I like
No mullet will ever look good on anybody. That simple. Sarah Beltray saying that red vines are also bigger straws than
that. Yes,
what Twizzlers
they
are.
are. They have more girth to them. Yes.
And you can't always use Twizzlers as a straw if they are the long ones. And how do we feel about runts?
I can't remember the last time I had one.
I was gonna say
Oh,
like I
goodness.
think as a kid I used to like them, and then like I tried them once again as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, this thing ain't
That's
great.
about right. Yeah.
I love nerds though.
Love nerds.
Nerds are great. Nerd ropes like those.
Oh, I've never had nerd
Oh,
ropes
it
before.
is.
It's
another
basically
dimension.
a Twizzler with nerds glued to it.
Dana
Well,
Morales
better
saying that
than
she
that.
loves runs. Dana Morales
I-
loves the runs. Destiny also loves runs. Like I remember, like they used to have like little shapes of like the candies, right? Kind of like what Twix had, or not Twix. What's that
Trix.
cereal? Trix.
Trix.
There we go.
Tricks, yeah.
Destiny saying gobstoppers. How do we feel about gobstoppers?
I still stand gobstoppers.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with them. Yeah.
Pop rocks.
Yes.
I did not get to have Pop Rocks at
Really?
all as a child. Like for
No.
whatever reason, like
Weird.
once again, my parents were very, very odd with the way that they had it. It was very, very bland candies. I think I was like 25 the first time I had Pop Rocks, and they were all right.
You ever put some Coke in your mouth when you have them?
Yes.
Get that nice little.
I like how I
sizzle.
said when you have them.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a little country now. and again.
I was like, now and again, he's fixing to get country.
Pop Rocks and cola. Blow your mouth out of one of them dang things.
You ever have like generic sodas, like Cola Soda, a proud sponsor
Dr.
of this show?
Thunder.
It's liquid.
You can drink it. My wig got messed up. I don't know how, but like I'll put it on. We'll take a picture
There you
with
go.
all of our costumes. Mike Rivera decided to dress up today as Martin Van Buren.
Pretty much.
Always stand. All right, so I got my answer for you. I thought about it, meditated. My favorite candy bar,
Meditated.
What is your favorite candy bar?
Twix.
Oh, that was a changer. I thought you were going to go with the hunk bars.
Big hunk, and those will always be in my heart. But
Nobody gives those out on trick or treat.
exactly,
Left Twix or right Twix? And there is a right answer.
I think it hangs right. So yeah,
Wow. I mean, I wasn't going to go there.
That's why I go left. So whether we do it here on the Tipping Point, my Tipping Fox Sports 1380. It is Halloween. Mike Rivera, what are you going to be doing? Any plans?
We're going to do a hide and seek with the candy around the house. That's going to be the fun thing. And the kids get to wear their costume all day tomorrow.
We finally found someone who agrees with you, Andrew, on the big hunks. Blanca saying big hunks are another one of
thank
her
you,
faves.
thank you, appreciate it.
Hey, there we go. The big hunks. We found two people in all of El Paso that like big hunks.
We're keeping them in business.
Y'all have kept them in business this entire time. Dana Morales also saying she loves them.
Heck yes.
What the? This is the scariest thing I could have thought of on a Halloween. Thank you all so much for listening. The Odd Couple coming up next.
Turn back your clocks this weekend.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
That was intense.
Hi, everybody.